Hello all, this is L2 coming back to you with another video. I've been procrastinating a little bit. I was on vacation. I went to Arizona to visit mom and my brothers and sisters who were coming from Las Vegas into Arizona, and then they were leaving to Florida and then to North Carolina. But had a good time with the family, took mom out, her and I spent some time. We went to a movie and stuff like that, saw Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. She liked it and everything, but it was hot. I mean, when was it? Was right before Friday. Sunday and Monday. Sunday was Father's Day and Monday. The temperature was 118 degrees in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Whoa, you couldn't. So mom and I went to a movie, and I wanted to go shopping and everything, but I didn't want to drag mom out in and out of the car in 118 degrees temperatures and 120 degrees temperatures in Arizona and stuff like that. But had a great time visiting with family. My brothers were always accommodating as always, and it was good to see my sisters and my brothers and everything like that. So that was a good time. And now talking about a little bit of the political issues that have been going on. As some of you who may have heard about Great Britain's decision or vote to secede or to be taken out of the European monetary system or European Union of countries. And that has really caused a big uproar, not only in Great Britain and the European nations, but also here in America and how it's affecting us. Some people are worrying about their 401ks, due to the banks and all that kind of stuff and everything. So yeah, that's something to look at. But also looking at how Donald Trump went to Scotland, advertised a golf course that he had built in Scotland, and then the Brexit happened, the secession of Great Britain from the European monetary system, and there he didn't even know what it was. My God, a man who is a presidential candidate. That is the presumptive Republican presidential candidate. Had no idea what Brexit was all about. A reporter had to prompt him into what it was all about. All I can say is, people, get out and vote. Get out and vote. Young people, middle-aged people, old people, get out and vote. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So just get out and vote. This just cannot be. It just cannot be. There should not be even a slightest inclination that this man has a chance of being the President of the United States of America. There should not. Get out and vote. And that deserves a definitely WTF. Need I say more? And as I told you in videos previously, I've talked about, that I wanted to talk about education and everything. My plans for Beijing, China are still coming along. I had just went to the doctor and got my x-rays and my medical reports, and all I have to do is wait for my criminal history certificate. Go figure. Criminal history certificate, and they only can do that at the police station on Wednesdays. So I have to wait until Wednesday. Today is Sunday. And I have to wait until Wednesday to go down to the police station and do that. And they get all that information and take copies of it and scan it and send the email over to the school in Beijing. So I'm getting that all taken care of as well. So, but also I think I talked about previously that I was going to look, at what was happening with me in years past, as far as education. And I've been looking through my journals. I was the type of person, well, I am the type of person that I like to write down, things that I've been through, and, and I think about these things. And so in the past, I have done extensive journaling almost on a daily basis. And I pulled out some of those journals, and I wanted to read a few of them to you. I'm not going to be mentioning any names or anything like that, but this is something that I wrote in one of my journals from June 28th, 1998. June 28th. And it's kind of like this one, and another one I'm going to read to you is like during the transition periods of my life in education. Here it is, June 28th, 1998. I accepted a 6th grade math position at a middle school. I'm not going to name the school. On Friday. And then hopefully it'll be, I had a phone issue, and I hopefully that'll be fixed up on the next week and coming in. But anyways, I stopped back at the elementary school where I was a 5th grade teacher and was talking to some of the people there, and found out, people, since I was leaving, someone didn't want to work with somebody else, but that's okay, that's how things go. I didn't blame some of the people for it. One of my friends, he had a birthday party for another one of my friends for the previous evening, and it was really nice and everything, so there were a lot of other people there as well. And I was in a relationship at that time, actually. I was in a 2-year relationship with someone, and him and I were living together, and we lived in his home and everything. Where is it? And I am praying I should have plenty of money for other things and other obligations. At that time I was trying to buy a computer. I didn't have a computer yet at that time, and most of my dreams are coming true. I have a job, I have a lover, and I live in a house, so that was nice, because that's the time when I was going through apartment and everything. Now if everything will just fall into place, I'll be fine. I guess there's life's ups and downs, and I should consider myself lucky, and I'm better off than I was a few years ago. So at this time in June 28, 1998, I was doing pretty good for myself. I was moving from an elementary teaching position in 5th grade to a middle school teaching position, and was living with a partner at that time, and was doing pretty good. And then there was the second transition piece of my life, where I had looked through my journals and found this other part. On June 25th, 2003, this is when I was first hired as a principal of an elementary school, Maplewood Elementary School. I had gone to the elementary school to meet with my counselor, and talking about her, and then meeting with my secretary, and just looking around the school and seeing what changes that I wanted to make. I wrote in here that when I walked into my new office, I was pleased with how large it was. There's room for a conference table and even chairs to go in front of the nice L-shaped desk that the previous principal was leaving. I'm not planning on changing much because a lot of systems that are in place are fine with me. I think I'll just move something from the nurse's office and move the nurse's office to another place where there will be a restroom, because at that time the nurse's office was next to my office, and it didn't have a restroom. And then there was a diagnostician's office that was in an office that had a restroom next to it that I thought should have been the nurse's office. So I was just looking at those changes. But anyway, I'll be doing more of these things, looking back in my journals and seeing what, I had done in years past. As I said, back in June 28, 1998. and then June 25th, 2003, when I first my first principal's job at an elementary school. So check for more to come. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, like or subscribe. If you have any comments, make the comments down below. I try to make videos every week, so be on the lookout. This is L2 to you. I'm out.